Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Next Global Review episode. Imtiaz is here. We are going to discuss today on PDM, Pakistan Democratic Movement, and what they are going to do to protest against the sitting government, and what are their objectives, and what are the main, action plan which they are going to implement in the coming couple of months. So, first of all, what are their objectives? It's very much obvious that in 11 parties composition of PDM, two mainstream opposition political parties, that is PMLN and Pakistan People's Party, their top leadership is facing a lot of corruption cases, which some of the cases are under trial in the accountability courts and some are being investigated. And some of the leaders of both the parties, they have already undergone and spent some time in judicial lockup and now on bail, and some are behind the bars. So number one objective is to get some relief from this accountability process, to put pressure on the government and investigation agencies, of course. And second, which I always foresee, and if you have watched my various programs on various TV channels, I have been pointing out that little objective is against CPAC, because you see that India, country which does not want any type of economic growth in Pakistan and also does not want the leadership role of China. Third is, as PTI government, which it is claiming, and to some extent it is also correct, that they have good, collection of taxes this year as compared to last year is better now. So similarly, the dam Basha Dam is also under construction, and there are some other steps are being taken, and maybe because of that PTI may get dividend of that in the next elections. So to stop that process as well. These are the main three objectives. There may be some other minor objectives, but just to keep my talk of today shortened, so I only want to discuss only these three main targets or goals which the PDM has, and how they are going to manage their demand and manage the things. So at present, there is a series of public meetings and public gatherings in Pakistan, which started from Gujranwala, then Quetta, then Peshawar, Karachi. Now on 13th, a big gathering is expected at Lahore. Now what they are going to launch, next step, to protest, to record their protest, as well as to influence the sitting government or pressurize the government. Next step is resignation, tendering of resignation from provincial assemblies and national assembly by the members of these parties which are part of PDM. And it has been announced in a press conference by Maulana Fazl Rahman, he is heading PDM, and Mariam Nawaz, Vice President of PMLN, and daughter of Mian Nawaz Sharif, also supported to that, and Mr. Bilawal Zardari was also there. He also supported that stance. And second is Long March. So these are two, and they have formed a committee which will decide about their action plan and times schedule when they are going to do this. So far, it has been announced that by the 31st of December, all the members of their assemblies and provincial assemblies and national assembly belong to their parties. They will submit their resignation to their leadership, and then thereafter leadership will decide that when those resignations will be handed over or submitted to the speakers of respective assembly. So what will happen in case of there will be actually resignations submitted or tendered before the speakers? I will discuss a little bit later on, but what will happen and what is the stance of these major three parties in the PDM? Number one, PMLN. Yes, PMLN religiously want to create some tough situation for sitting government, because Mariam Nawaz could not manage to go abroad and to join her family or her father and brothers who are sitting in UK. And after failure in that, she is addressing the public gatherings. She is also making different statements through press, through social media, etc., etc. So they want. But what may happen with PMLN if there will be really some type of, decision which has to be implemented to submit resignations? I foresee that there may be some members of the assemblies who are members of PMLN. Some of those may be opposing this, and there may be some type of a new group, forward block or this type of thing may be created by PMLN, those members who will not be ready to submit their resignations to their leadership. One possibility is there. Pakistan People's Party. As you have witnessed, and I have also observed, that Mr. Bilawal Zardari does not seem much adamant to tender resignation, because they have their government in Sindh. Sindh is second big province of Pakistan from population point of view. So they are ruling there, they have their government there, and for the last, more than 1 decade, they have their government there. So they will try to maintain that status in Sindh and will not like to lose their government. So because of this, and second thing is that the policy of Mr. Asif Zardari is always flexible policy. Always keep the doors open to negotiate and then to decide to get some relief from investigation agencies, from government, and from other relevant institutions. So I don't see that Pakistan People's Party is so far adamant to really tender resignations by their members at the cost of Sindh government, losing Sindh government. So they are little bit, in between situation. What about JUIF? Yes, JUIF, since inception of this PTI government, JUIF are not ready to take oath in the new assemblies, because they don't have much stake in that. They are not part of any government, and Maulana Fazlman is also not part of parliament. So they have not much to lose. So they are ready to resign at any time. So this is a scenario of resignation. And then what about long march? Yes, long march is possible. And long march is possible in that case when they will be in a position to mobilize common people as well. If PDM will be able to mobilize other common people with them. And yes, of course, JUI Fazlman group, they have strength because they have madrasas, they have their students there, they have their religious following, and those followers will certainly come here and be part of this long march. And on the other hand, PMLN and Pakistan People's Party also has some street powers and some die-hard workers. They can also come here. But the long march which they want to demonstrate here, that is required the mobilization of common people. And common people will only come if they will be totally frustrated, totally disappointed from the sitting government. And as at present, what the people are facing, that is price hike in every area, medicines, vegetables, grains, sugar, flour, everywhere is price hike. So if government will be fail to manage and bring the high prices to low little bit and to give relief to the common people, then in that case it is possible that a sizable number of common people or common population of Pakistan, they may join this long march. Otherwise, that long march will be long march of their workers only. So let's see what will happen actually on the ground, because when the time will come, then we can assess that how much that long march will be successful. So these are the two things, and at present, government should focus and should try to create an environment, and I will suggest to Imran Khan Sahab that he should form a parliamentary committee comprising his senior leadership of PTI to negotiate with PDM leadership and other opposition leadership, and especially they should focus on the allies parties, the allies PMLQ and MQM. Those are two big allies. GDA also has some numbers in the assembly from Sindh. So PTI should focus and should keep the allied parties, coalition partners with them, and take into confidence in all steps, so that they should be intact with PTI. Then there is much possibility that the PTI government will be safe. And at the same time, as I have earlier suggested, that price hike should be controlled and people should be provided relief, especially in terms of fuel, in terms of electricity, in terms of gas, sui gas, etc., which are used for common use, like vegetables, meat, oil, etc. So let's see, the situation is coming very fast before us, and I will be with you and to have my analysis on new things which will happen here in Pakistan. Allah bless us, Allah bless Pakistan. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.